Hello, dear board aspirants of class 12th. Welcome back to the online session. Today we are going to have the explanation of one of the finest poem of your book Keeping Quiet, composed by Pablo Neruda. Students, you all are very familiar with this word keeping quiet, as you have often heard when the students are making noise in the class. The teacher used to say that keep quiet to make silence in the class. So in this poem we will see the importance of silence, that how the huge silence will help us for the self inspection, for introspection. Actually this whole poem is based on the theme introspection. Introspection means the inspection of oneself, that is known as introspection. So keeping quiet, the title is here Keeping Quiet, composed by Pablo Neruda. So before you read the poem, see here the line which is mentioned. What does the title of the poem suggest to you? What do you think the poem is about? So what does the title of the poem suggest to you? So it is very clear, Keeping Quiet. The title of the poem suggests for silence, so for keeping quiet. And now we will start the poem. See, the poem is starting with the line, now we will count to 12 and we will keep still. Now we will count to 12 and we will all will keep still. From the very beginning line, the poet is requesting to the people that I will count up to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. See what this 12 number suggests. This 12 number is actually the number, the 12 number that is mentioned in the clock. Have you, when you will go through the clock, you will see the 12 number is mentioned there from 1 to 12. That shows the time. That 12 hour, that is indicating the time. That counting up to 12 and keeping quiet. The poet says that now I will count up to 12 and we all will keep still. We all will keep still means there will be no any kind of movement, there will be no any kind of rush, there will not be any kind of activity, a total inactivity, a complete silence will be there. So for once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. The poet says that for once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Through this way, the poet is requesting to all the people of the world that we have to stop for a moment. There should be a pause in the life. Why that pause is greatly required? Because nowadays the people's life are very busy. They are having very busy schedule. They are working day to night. They are working like machine in order to produce more and more money. And they are not thinking about any other thing. What is going on around them, what is going on in their surrounding, what will be the consequence of their work, what will be the result of their deed, what they are doing. Actually, and for understanding themselves, for their introspection, this huge silence is greatly required. This pause is greatly required in their life. For once on the face of the earth, when the people will go through it by counting up to 12 and keeping still, then this will be an extraordinary movement. Such a movement where for once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Nobody will be using any kind of language. Why this is mentioned that let's not speak in any language? Because language creates barrier among the people. Language creates barrier among the people, so nobody will be using that language, any kind of language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. Let's stop for 1 second. There will be a complete pause, a complete rest. Like we are getting any holiday, any weekend, so we are not doing work any day. We are not going to our workplace. That is called the pause in the life. So everybody is eagerly waiting for the Sunday in their life. That will be the Sunday. Tomorrow it will be Sunday and I will not be doing any kind of work. I am going to just take the rest. Why? In the same way, when the people will not be doing any kind of the work, they will not be speaking in any language, as the language creates barrier. Let's stop for 1 second. For 1 second there will be a pause and not move our arm so much. Means total inactivity will be there. People will not be moving their arm, not move our arm so much. It means that they will not be doing any kind of work. They will not be going to their workplace. There will be a complete silence. There will be total inactivity. And it would be an exotic moment. Without rush, without engine, we would all be together in a sudden strangeness. It would be an extraordinary moment. It would be an extraordinary moment. Without rush, without engine, nobody will be in hurry. Nobody will be in the great hurry to go to their workplace. There will be complete silence. People will be very relaxed. Without engine, we would all be together in sudden strangeness. There will be no rush, no engine, no factories, no engine, no pollution, no vehicles will be running on the road. It means that people will not be in hurry to go to their work, and for a moment all activity will be stopped, and we all will be together in sudden strangeness. All the people, wherever they are, they will be gathering at a place. They will be gathering at a place in sudden strangeness. Fisherman in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering the salt would look at his hut hand. See the beautiful stanza that is mentioned here. Fisherman in the cold sea would not harm the whales, and the man gathering the salt would look at his hut hand. See, the poet is requesting the people to stop all kind of activity for a second and to go through the introspection, for the inspection of oneself. That introspection will make the people understand the consequence, the result of their deed, and this huge silence will be an extraordinary moment where the people will have time to understand themselves, to understand the other people, and to understand their feelings. Fisherman in the cold sea, those people who are, like example of fisherman is given there. Fisherman in the cold sea would not harm the whales. Those fishermen who are harming the whales, who are killing the whales, they will also not be killing. It means that those people who are engaged, who are indulged in the work of violence, they will also be getting the time to understand the result of their work. And the man who are gathering the salt at the seashore, at the seaside, where they are manufacturing the salt by boiling the sea water, those people who are gathering the salt there, they will have time to look, their hands are bleeding. They don't have time for themselves. The people are very busy nowadays, and they are working day to night in order to earn money, in order to earn more and more money, and they have no time to take care of themselves even. And the people who are indulged in the work of violence, at least they will, this huge silence, this pause will make them understand the result of their deeds. And those people who are gathering the salt at the seashore, they will understand their importance, and they will be knowing about the result of their deeds. They will be knowing about the result of their deeds. So by this way, it is mentioned over here, those people, see the next stanza, those people who prepared the war, those people who prepare green wars, war with gas, war with fire, victory with no survivor. Those people who are involved in the work of war, those people who are having the war, those who are involved in the war, those who prepare green wars, war with gas, war with fire, victory with no survivor, those people who are engaged in the war, they are killing each other, and they want such a victory. They want to rule over the country, they want to rule over the state. Those people who are indulged, who are involved in the destruction of the nature, those people will understand, and these pause, these huge silence will make them understand that what is the worth, what is the importance, what is the value of such a victory when there will be no survivor. Then what is the worth of such a victory? And would put on clean clothes, walk about with their brothers instead of doing nothing. Those people will have the chance to rectify their mistakes. Those people will have chance to understand the situation, to understand the situation of the war, that life is precious. Life is precious. Victory is not precious, life is precious. So they are killing each other, they are involved in the war, they will understand the importance of life, and they will be living all those habits. Would put on clean clothes. It means that they will be removing all those demerits from their life, from their spirit, and they will walk with their brothers. The term brothers is referring that to promote the brotherhood among all the people of all over the world. What I want, in the next stanza, the poet says that what I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. See, very beautiful line. What I want should not be confused. The poet says that what I want to convey, from the very beginning, the poet is requesting the people for inactivity, for a complete silence, because that silence will help the people to go through the introspection. But here the poet says that what I mean by that huge silence, what I mean by that inactivity, don't be confused over this. Total inactivity does not mean death. Total inactivity does not mean death. Total inactivity means life is what it is about. Because life is what it is about. Life is what it is about. Life means to move on, and it will always move on. There is always life in the inactivity. With total inactivity, life is what it is about. It has, I want no truck with the death. The poet is saying that total inactivity is not connected with death. I want it has no connection with the death, because life is what it is about. Life means to move on, and it will keep on moving. If we were not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving, the poet says that the people are becoming single-minded. Single-minded means what? Selfish. The people are becoming single-minded. They are thinking about their life only, whether it is moving smoothly or not. They have nothing to do with the life of other people. Day by day, they are becoming selfish. They are becoming single-minded. They are only thinking whether their life is moving smoothly or not. For once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence, and nothing can help them. Only this huge silence can help them to understand the value of the life, to understand the importance of introspection, and might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. And this huge silence will help the people to understand themselves, because they are so busy in doing their work, and they are so busy in earning money. They are becoming very single-minded. They are not getting time for the introspection to understand themselves, to understand their importance. And by this way, the people are losing all their soft feeling day by day. Soft feeling, what? Affection, kindness, sympathy, empathy, these all the soft feeling the people are losing day by day. This huge silence and this counting up to 12 and keeping silent and keeping quiet will help the people to understand themselves. Perhaps the earth can teach us, as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. And one good example of earth is mentioned over here, that when there is a time of inactivity, when there is a time of inactivity, all the things seems dead on the earth, but still the life is breathing beneath the surface. Under the surface, the life is breathing. So we can learn a good lesson from the earth. Like I would like to make your concept more clear about this stanza by giving one example. Like one seed is there that is buried under the soil. It remained there latent and unborn. It remained there latent and unborn until it is getting a favorable situation. When that seed is getting a favorable situation, the moisture, the water, the seed started germinating. It means that the seed remained there inactive. It remained there in inactivity. But when the favorable situation is there, when everything seems dead, the seed remains buried under the soil and seems dead, but later proves to be alive. But when the situation is there, when the favorable situation is there, the same seed started germinating and the plant come out from that seed. Now I will count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I will go. And in the last stanza, in the last two lines, the poet again repeat, now I will count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I will go. The poet is saying that now I will count up to 12 and you have to keep quiet. It means that you have to go through introspection, inspection of oneself. For what? For understanding ourselves, for understanding the importance of life, for understanding the human values, and to promote the brotherhood. And the poet says that now I will count up to 12, you keep quiet and I will go. This is very beautiful poem that I have explained line wise and hope so that you have understood well. So the basic theme of this poem is introspection. The poet is requesting to the people of the world that to go through the introspection to understand themselves and to understand their society, to understand other people, and to understand the importance of life and its values. Hope the concept is very clear. See you soon with the next online session in the next video. Thank you everybody. Thank you very much.